So what I do is I start drilling a hole. This is really hard resin, by the way. So I drilled a hole, and I use these cocktail sticks, or these barbecue sticks basically. But before we do that, before we forget again, because last time we made it like a really funny mistake. I was drilling all these holes and stuff like that, and then I discovered, oh god damn it, I started gluing all of these sticks in place, and then I was like, oh damn, I still need to drill these holes, but I need to match them up, right? Like, I need to know where this hole meets up with this hole, because you can only go one way, so you need to have it precise. I was like putting all these sticks in, and I completely forgot about that I still needed to match up these holes. So the way I do it is I take this Post-it stuff, so kind of make our imprint, and then we know exactly where to put that hole. So we're gonna take our drill, take off the material, okay. I don't think I'm gonna drill through the resin entirely, but you never know. Okay, so I think we're deep enough. So now we're gonna take our stick, make sure the cameras, I'm gonna take our stick, kind of guesstimate how long it's supposed to be. I think we need to clip a little bit more, but I'm not sure why it's not, doesn't want to match up. Why does it not want to match up? That's a first for me. I think I messed up my alignment. That's weird because, yeah, I messed up my alignment. So in order to fix that, I have to drill a new hole. We're gonna... So I think the reason why it's giving me a hard time for some reason. No, it's okay. It's good. It's solid like that. So now this stick, this tiny stick, is keeping that foot in place. But I still wonder if we were really misaligned on that other hole. Yeah, we were. So he is standing firmly on this rock right here. Now we really want this foot to do the same. So Narin, he already like kind of knew that on how to like position the foot, because it's like really firmly in there. So we're gonna drill this foot, and we have to be careful because we can't drill it in the back, so we have to drill it in the middle. So here we have our other hole. Now hopefully we can make this work this way, because it's super flat and usually doesn't want to stick to a super flat surface. So we're gonna roll it like that. See, it doesn't want to stick to that, so that's a little bit of an issue. Definitely, because we want to make sure that we're super lined up. Hopefully we're not gonna we're gonna pull it off. No. And there's the imprint. Okay, let me try and get a new piece of so for the people on YouTube, I just had to edit like 45 minutes of trying to get a foot imprint, but so normally it doesn't take this long. Normally you get it in a couple of tries. Most of the time you get it in the first try, but sometimes you just get really unlucky. This is just super easy if it just sticks to the bottom. Don't fucking mess it up now. It's in there. It's there. Super clean. So do not mess it up. It's an overhanging rock, is it? So I want to make sure that I'm not gonna end up on the bottom of that. So this because I use wooden sticks, cocktail sticks, the long ones. The glue, the super glue, just really gets absorbed into the wood. Oh, that looks almost 100% perfect. Now, why is this foot all of a sudden giving me such a hard time? We're just gonna redo this one because for some reason just doesn't wanna. I don't get it. Why does... Last two models that I did this to were going perfect. Now, because we have two holes there and that's super ugly, let's do that fitting first and then fill them up. Wow, no imprint. Ah, finally. Jesus Christ. I was getting worried. Okay, perfect fit. Third time's a charm, I would say. For God's sakes. Took us 3 tries. See, now he's just standing fucking solid. Like, he's standing solid. And that's the idea. But we're gonna drill this. We're gonna drill this. There. And we're gonna drill the body as well, so that we can put the upper and the lower body together. Oh, no. So, what you typically want to do is, because this is a peg and it goes into the peg hole, you want to drill the peg. Because that way it's a lot easier to fit those, to match those holes up together. So you want to take the angle in consideration. You want to stay right in the middle. Because the drill already wants to like slip. Now I'm fairly centered right now, but because, like, I explained this in other videos, but never hurts to like explain this again, because this material is very smooth. Once you put the drill in, the drill just wants to slide, it wants to slip, and wants to walk away from where you want to drill. So if you're not careful enough, it's gonna slip and it's gonna catch your hand, or it's gonna drill an entirely different hole somewhere else where you don't want it. So that's something to consider, and it's something that could cause trouble, and it has like cost me a couple of drilling holes. That's a beautiful hole. That's what I said. I think my battery is empty. So we are gonna take our sticky stuff, and then we're gonna use a big drill bit to kind of push it in place like that. And this should hopefully stick and not pull out, but then again, we've seen that before, so ooh-wee. Dear God, I hope I didn't mess this up. because I felt the drill kind of slip. So I really hope I didn't fuck this up. I did not. Woohoo! Yeah, baby! Fucking excellent. So, we're gonna glue this one immediately. Alright. Now we're gonna match up. Oh, we didn't glue that yet? Alright. Get our gummy stuff. That's actually a pretty good word to describe this stuff, man. That gummy stuff. I always use it to sticky stuff, but gummy stuff is even better because it kind of is like gum, chewing gum. Okay. So now we ran into the same problem as before, where our sticky, our gummy material Come on, man. Jesus. I'm gonna get another piece because maybe this is not sticky enough. Join the joyride. Da, 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 da. Yes, there we go. Sometimes you just have to switch up the material, get a new piece. So because the drill wanted to slip on the other leg, I'm just gonna make a tiny little drill hole. hopefully the drill will catch on to that. Yeah, see, it wants to slip again, which really sucks. But I think the point on my drill is not doing its job anymore, because there's supposed to be like this really sharp point on it. I hope that went right. Oh, perfect fit. Oh, lucky. Oh, yes, perfect fit. Look at that. And it's sturdy enough. It's such a perfect fit that the legs will not fall off. That's how good the fit is. This is interesting, because you cannot put the statue. Oh yeah, you can. Okay. So he's super sturdy right now, which is perfect. That's how we want him. Super solid. And now we want to start another round. So before we start, like, I first want to attach his arm. Want to attach his arm first. It's got a little bit of play, but that's okay. That's better like that. Let me see how. It's got a lot of play in it. And this arm, the arm goes like that. Super good fit. And now we can start our gummy sticky thing again. Hopefully this time it will stick to the surface, because we already ran into 2 cases where we just had to try because we kept pulling out that sticky stuff and we didn't get a good imprint. Let me get this right. And again, this peg is not hitting the bottom, so we need to put more material in. And again, this proves the need for good pins or magnets, whatever you prefer to do, but this is just not hitting the bottom, so and dance with me. Oh, perfect. Nice. You know what we're gonna do? Oh, god damn it. The drill keeps slipping. Yeah, you have 2 heads as well. You can start all over again. God damn it. I don't like this drill bit. I'm gonna take a different drill bit because this drill bit keeps slipping. And the issue is if you look at the drill bit, now I think the point is broken off and that is why it's slipping. There's supposed to be a point on it like this one. Like if you put this onto something, it's never gonna slip. But I think it's kind of like it's gone. So I think I need just a new drill bit that won't slip. But what I could do is use a small drill and then work my way up to the correct size. That is also a possibility. That way, like, you're less likely to make mistakes with the slipping and stuff. But yeah, I think because it ran out of its point, it's just the drill bit is spent basically. Time for a new one, but I don't think I have any more. Not with a point. I do have one with a point, a super sharp point, but it's too big. It's way too big, so can't use it. doesn't really matter what type, because as long as it has like a sharp point, because the thing is, like, I have two types. I have the one without a point, and I have the ones with a point. So one is for steel, I believe, and one is for wood. And I just ran out of the ones where they have a point. So I have all the other ones in the correct size. I just don't have the one with a point on it because it's just wasted. I just used it a lot, so I could use this one is too big. This one might be good. Yeah, this one I'm gonna try. It's slightly bigger, just a tiny bit. At least it has like a really sharp point to it. So that's one arm. What? 1 second. There we go. So that's one arm. And honestly, if I look at the size for a 1/6 scale model kit, it's super big, man. I mean, I don't think he's 1/6 scale. I think he's bigger. Let me try and compare. This is a true 1/6 scale, right? This is another Narin sculpt. It's 1/6 scale. And I think even for a 1/6 scale, this is still big because he's a predator and predators are bigger than humans. So for a 1/6 scale, it's still large. But then this guy, we put his head on. That is way bigger than 1/6 scale. It's unbelievable, man. Like I've been going back and forth with like a Facebook guy, and we were kind of going back and forth between the scales of the different statues, and There was like one statue that I was working on a couple of streams ago, and I said it's a 1/4 scale, and then somebody said like, no, it's a 1/5 scale, and then the sculptor says, no, it's a 1/6 scale, but it's way bigger. It's even bigger than this one. So how the scales are completely, whack right at this point. So this is advertised as a 1/6 scale. So now we're again with a new model. We're still in the same debate. Like, dude, this is not 1/6 scale. This is way bigger. This is. I think it's 1/5 scale. And yeah, it's 1/5 scale because 1/4 scale is even bigger than this. But this is 1/6 scale, and this is, this gotta be 1/5 scale. It's gotta be. Like, it's just. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I really love that he's big and bulky. And even compared to this one, I don't mind because this one comes from a series of three predators. They're like supposed to go together. They're all the same size, so I'm cool with that. And then this is a new line, so I don't mind him being bigger. But yeah, that's like the scale for you. That's. But I don't mind. I mean, it's an amazing statue. Like, there's no doubt about that. I don't think this is gonna stick, but I'm gonna try it. Oh, it's sticking. Wow. It's not even pinned yet. Oh no, it's not sticking. Haha. Okay, before we're gonna break anything, we're just gonna drill this real fast so that we have this side drilled. I'm sorry, I was out of frame. I'm just gonna drill the weapons real fast while I'm at it. That's like super big. Like, for the people who haven't seen it yet, like, look at the size of that weapon. Like, that's insane, man. So I drilled the hand, I drilled this arm, and I think I'm gonna drill the heads. Now, I'm gonna start with this head. We still need to go in with a bigger drill. But I want as much drilled as possible. We're gonna need a tiny one for this one. This weapon goes on his back right here. So we're gonna need a tiny pin for that one. And there is like a pretty significant gap right there we could easily fix that, but still, it's such a shame that it's there, because in other places there's not even, there's no seam lines, so it's nothing that we can't fix or anything, but still, rather not have it there. But so the dread situation, I think I'm gonna glue those. So Narin, he chose to go with a different type of technique that he usually goes with. Now normally it would look like this, where he just sculpted in all of the dreadlocks. You don't have to do anything to assemble them or anything. They're just straight up sculpted in. And in our other model that we did last time, the dreads were all separate, so we had to do them all separate. So all of these dreadlocks were all separate, and we had to drill holes and put them in. And now he comes up with a completely new technique, which I haven't seen from him before, and that is like this glue-on type of situation, which I don't hate. It's just different. I would have just loved a sculpted dreadlocks, but I think the reason why he did it is because he has two different heads, and maybe this was the easier way to sculpt them. I don't know, but I mean, that's up to Narin himself to decide, but I don't hate it. It's just something different. It's just funny that we've now, in the past 2 weeks, we've seen 3 different techniques on the dreadlocks. So that's kind of funny, but I don't hate it. It's perfectly fine. I mean, there's still 2 separate pieces on the side. On each side there's more dreadlocks, and one that goes all over his shoulder that way, and here as well. So I don't hate it. It actually looks pretty good. But maybe it had to do with the construction or the assembly for the 2 different heads. I don't know. But let's continue with the arm. I am going to take my gooey stuff, gummy stuff, sticky stuff. I've got too many names for this stuff. Blue tack, Post-it. I don't know all the names for it, but at this point it's my most used tool, I would say. All right. Whoa. Okay, that's interesting. How the hell did I go through that all the way? What? Okay, so here's a funny thing. So this hole lines up exactly with that one. So if I put it against the light, I can see the other side through the tiny little hole. What the hell is going on tonight? God dang, man. It's one of those nights, I guess. But so let me see if I can show you guys. One sec. Flashlight. Let me see if I can get that in front of the camera. So, like that. See? What the hell? Hello? Hello? What are the chances of lining up these two holes, man? Come on. That never, ever, 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 ever happened to me. This is holy sculpt. Yeah. Yeah. You know, as long as they just line up, I'm cool. So technically, I could. Really? And I didn't even like drill. Whatever, man. That is just. So now, I just have to make sure that. Oh man, I have to make this shorter so that it doesn't get in the way of the other one. Okay, so. All right. Okay, at least it's perfect. I think we can go longer. Let's just take this and then glue it. Oh, that's a little bit too much glue. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we need to let that dry. This is long enough. This is good. But yeah, what are the chances of drilling this hole and then lining up that hole exactly? And like it's hard to look at how smooth, how straight those two holes match up. That's crazy. Crazy. That never happens. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But okay, you know, as long as they can hold the arms, I'm perfectly fine. So we need to remove quite. I'm gonna remove a little bit from this. Because they're hitting each other, which is not very good. Hey, I thought that was glued. Let's leave it like that for a second because it's not dry yet. Yeah, how unlucky is that, man? Let's leave it like that for a second. And then we're gonna this drill bit was a little bit big. It's a little bit too big to my liking. So I want a different one, a smaller one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one, but we're gonna start with this one because, like Allure said, we can use like a smaller hole. We'll use that as our pilot hole, and then switch drill bits, and then drill a bigger hole. That's kind of the best idea to go with. This is also a different kind of resin as the previous statue that I've done, where I was, you know, the one, the $400 one, the really big one. This is like a different type of resin. It feels different. It drills differently. It smells different when you drill it, and it's like, I don't know. It's like a sandy type of earthy smell. I don't know. Maybe a porcelain or something like that. But yeah, it's a different resin. Or maybe just, maybe not necessarily the different resin, but a different, different mix. Sometimes they mix other materials in to make it stronger or make it cheaper even. Yeah. Dutch people are crazy. We do everything. Oh, wow. Still need to go bigger with the drill. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, that's deep enough. All right, that matches up perfectly. There we go. Also got the hand ready to go. Just needs drying time a little bit. Now I wonder, I drilled these guys. I also got these smaller sticks. I wonder if I guessed it right. Yes, I guessed it right. So these smaller ones, they're a lot thinner, but they go perfect for the weapons. So what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna do a little trick. We're gonna take our gooey stuff again. Is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. Remember this side up. Leave it like that. Right now. All right, let's see. Let's see if we did a good job on the weapons. Come on. It would be so nice. Now, I don't know if it matters which side you're doing. Yeah, it matters. So there is a tiny seam line there. I can't do anything about that right now because I have to sand. I would have to sand in between that, so we're not gonna do that right now. We're just not gonna worry about it for now. We're just gonna leave it like that. So this one can go either way. No, it cannot. This is the correct way. Okay. Remember? Let's celebrate. No? Nobody? I got to get together. No? No? I hope the glass in your house is still fine. Yeah, exactly. Mute. All right. So they both kind of have a little bit of a seam right there, but it's not real noticeable, especially when you start painting it, but it is there. God damn, that spear is big, man. There we go. It's taking a while, and I was like under the impression that I was gonna do like 2 models tonight, because I still have this one, which we also unboxed, which is the same size, or he's like even more elaborate because he's like in a real action pose. But yeah, I'm gonna have to put him aside for another day because, geez. But as far as like construction goes, he is. Whoop. All right. This will be the end of part 2. As you can see, we've pinned most of the parts, and we still have like this secondary head. We still have the skull. We still have the mandibles. We still have his backpack and the trophies to do. And we have his dreadlocks for both heads. And then we have the, you know, the sword or the dagger that's attached to his back. So we still have like a couple of parts that we need to drill. I will save that for part 3. We'll also be able to do a, you know, kind of a full review of the entire statue with all the parts and the additions to it. But for now, really gotta pull the plug for tonight. I hope you liked watching me kind of fiddling around with all the parts and the pinning and stuff like that. The drilling issues was kind of again like a learning kind of video for you guys. I hope you know you're gonna learn from this, and I've showed you some useful stuff, how to do things, how not to do things, what to pay attention to. But yeah, it's the statue itself. I'm blown away. I'm really. This is going to be, I think, my second favorite model, next to my you know, my Bad Blood Predator. That is my absolute favorite, which will always be my favorite, I think. But this is definitely number 2, and closely followed by, I would say, the one that's standing behind me, the King Skull Valdez. For tonight, I want to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for part 3, which will hopefully come out very soon. I will be on vacation next week, so it'll be light on content, if at all. I probably will not be able to do anything content related, so don't worry, I'll be back a week after that, and we'll continue on building, and hopefully I'll also be able to start painting some of these. I do not like to start a painting project right before we go away for a week. That way I kind of I want to be in the same kind of mindset when I'm painting, and then if you take yourself out of that mindset, you kind of forget what you were doing, what colors you used, what kind of techniques you were using for that particular piece. So you know, for now, no painting, but in the future, when I come back from vacation and we got all these models built, that was kind of like the promise for myself. Get the statues that I still have boxed up, get them built, so that I have no excuses left, and the only thing that's left is to paint. That's kind of the what I want to get at. I don't want to box up any more statues. I want to get them all out, get them built, get them painted. So that's kind of the idea for when I get back from vacation. So for tonight, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode.